Hey gang, Jacob here, and these are a few old school JJM armbar techniques I'm going to show you to the best of my abilities. And this first one is a lateral armbar. We actually learned this at the Dallas camp. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to get to this kind of north-south position with your partner. And then on the back side here, you'll see that his arm is kind of shelved on my thigh. This is the position you want to get to. So oftentimes when I'm rolling with people, I'll get to this north-south position. They'll be hugging me just like Professor Ashton's doing right here. And I'll just take this elbow and I'll start shelving this on my thigh like this. Then the next step is, and this is a very crucial detail, is this leg right here. I'm going to make this parallel with his body. Now, as you can see, his arm is starting to get trapped between my leg and between my body. Now, the next step is I need to frame so that way he can't defend or roll back into me. At the same time, this leg that's parallel with his body is going to fold up, and I'm putting my weight on the side that my leg is going to fold up on, and that's going to make this leg light. So it's going to look like this when I do the whole movement. Now, you can see how this leg folds up, and what you can't see on the camera is that my toes are actually under his shoulder to establish a little bit further control. I'm going to suck this heel into his neck, and then this armbar is going to get very tight. I'm going to hug my knee, and you see he's already tapping. Now, for the kids, if kids are watching this, please don't try this, but do get to this position. Get all the way to here. Don't hug the knee. Release the arm. Control the wrist. Point the thumb to the sky and go right to your regular armbar. For the next trick I want to show you from north-south is this is going to be where Professor has his elbows tucked in. And this is the old school JJM wave attack. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be circling my arm in like this to get under his elbow because it's so tight. He's hugging this in so tight and it's hard to get under. But I need to use my body weight to shift his body from side to side. So I'll shift here. I'll try to come in. I'll shift back the other way and I'll pull my hand in here. Once I do that, I hug my hand in and now I'm feeding it. I'm feeding it under and I'm turning my palm out like this to establish a control. So I'll be here, I'll shift here. Oh, can't get it. I'm going to shift him over here and feed this in just like this. Now I'm going to put my chest pressure on the back of his arm and on his shoulder. Then the next step I'm going to do is I'm going to establish a wrist control. This is my right hand. I'm establishing a wrist control here. I'm going right to my Kimura grip. So you see how this palm is facing out, and now it's going to grab my own wrist, okay? The next step for me is I'm going to hop. Oh, sorry. I'm going to hop, okay? Now from here, if I drop my left knee down to the mat, which is on the side of his back, boom, I have the Kimura. If I want to go to the armbar, what I'm going to do is I'm going to drop this knee down that's on the front side like this, and then I'm going to rotate this away, and I have my armbar. Now, let's say that Professor Ashton holds his hands together. So I have this control here. He's holding his hands together. I need to extract this leg right here. So I'm going to shift my weight a little bit this way to extract towards it. I'm going to shift my weight a little bit this way towards his head to extract my leg. And then I'm coming over here and I'm hugging him with my feet. And I'm going to cross my feet to start compressing his shoulders together. The next step is, and this is very important, and this is going to translate very well to your S-mount armbar, is I'm going to grab this elbow here, or If I need to, I'll grab his gi material. For now, I'm just gonna grab the elbow and I'm gonna pull this in. You see how that makes his, actually, let me go back a step. First thing we need to do is we need to take this arm and feed it. So that way we'll have an arm to break the grip. Then we're gonna take this and collapse this in. And then you see how it breaks his grip, and I can go right to my armbar. Those are just a couple of JJM old school armbar techniques. You can study and start practicing today, and your arm bars are gonna get so much better.